Welcome back. You're watching India Today. I'm Akshita Nandagopal and we're focusing on phase 4 of the UP battle. 59 seats spread across 11 districts and 624 candidates in the fray. The reason this phase is so crucial is because the battle for Lucknow kicks off today. And in the most crucial phase yet, the polls are dominated by several key challengers and contests. In our next report, we break down for you all the battles to watch out for in this phase.
It's a high-stakes battle in Phase 4 of UP elections. "59 constituencies in central UP are casting votes. In the crucial Phase 4, there are a handful of key contests to watch out for. Lucknow Central will see a three-way fight. BJP's Rajneesh Gupta is pitted against Congress's Sadaf Jafar, who was the face of the anti-CAA stir, and former State Minister Ravidas Mehrotra of the Samajwadi Party. In the Gandhi bastion of Rae Bareli, former Rahul Gandhi aide Aditi Singh is the BJP candidate. She's in the ring against SP's Ram Pratap Yadav, who has been to jail and back for murder. The BJP also faces a big challenge in Lakhimpur Kheri. In 2017, the BJP had swept all the 8 seats of the district. However, the October violence, which killed 8, has propelled the seat into national prominence. Sarojini Nagar seat in Lucknow will be closely contested. The BJP has fielded former Joint Director of ED, Rajeshwar Singh, and he's fighting SP's Abhishek Mishra, a strong Brahmin face in the region and a confidant of Akhilesh Yadav. In Lucknow Cantonment, UP Law Minister Brajesh Pathak will battle it out against SP's Surendra Singh Gandhi and Anil Pandey of the BSP. The Congress has fielded 2017 Unnao rape victim's mother, Asha Devi. She was provided the ticket by the Congress under the party's Ladki Hu Lad Sakti Hu campaign. Asha Devi is pitted against SP's Abhinav Kumar and BJP's Pankaj Gupta in Unnao. The stakes are higher than ever in the UP battle. Who will have the final edge in this crucial polls billed as the prequel to 2024? Bureau Report, India Today.
And I first want to focus on the battle for Lucknow, for the capital. Maushmi Singh is joining us live from Lucknow. We also have Samad Srivastava joining us again from the city. Shreya Chatterjee is also with us. She's joining us from Banda. But I first want to go across to Maushmi. Maushmi, I see that you have also someone with you. Good morning. I'm going to hand it straight across to you.
Right, so we will be talking to Satish Mishra, who is actually the right-hand man of Mayawati, the master strategist. Satish ji, BSP Supremo lashed out at the Samajwadi Party as well over the incident that happened in Mathura. Now, Awadh seems to be a very crucial region for you all because there are maximum number of SC percentage here. How do you see yourself performing in this region?
See, this region is important in every manner. It's not only the SCs, all SCs are consolidated in the whole of Uttar Pradesh. And so far as this region is concerned, this has a dominance of Brahmins also. And they were waiting to put their votes and oust this government where they have seen more than 100 Brahmins being shot dead and encountered. So more than 500 dead. So this is a very important, this will be a clean sweep. This region is going to be a clean sweep so far as Bahujan Samaj Party is concerned. And you will see by the end of the day that the voting percentage will also go ahead and Bahujan Samaj Party candidates will be faring very well.
लगातार ये कहा जा रहा है कि बाइपोलर कॉन्टेस्ट है, समाजवादी पार्टी और भाजपा के बीच में है. बसपा को जो है क्या अंडरमाइन किया जा रहा है?
देखिए, आप लोग बुरा मान जाते हैं जब हम लोग कहते हैं, लेकिन मीडिया अभी भी अपने जो एक उनका बायसेस हैं with respect to for whatever reasons we can't explain it in detail at this moment, but उनके biases जो हैं वो सामने दिखने को मिलते हैं जब election आता है. So far as बहुजन समाज party is concerned, you may recollect what happened in 2007. 2007 में हम लोगों को बहुत जो एक पार्टी एक कोई मीडिया था, उसका नाम नहीं लेंगे, जिसने कहा कि 35 और 36 दिखा रहे थे, एक ने 47 दिखा दिया था. नहीं 10 और बढ़ा दी और 2007 में पूर्ण बहुमत की सरकार बनाई थी. तो अब की बार बहुत से लोगों को शौक लगेगा. भारतीय जनता पार्टी तो बाहर जा ही रही, शौक लगेगा समाजवादी पार्टी को लगेगा. मीडिया के लोगों को भी फिर से 2007 की तरह बहुत से बहाने ढूंढने पड़ेंगे, तरीके ढूंढने पड़ेंगे कि हमसे क्या गलती हो गई, हमारे जो लोग सर्वे कर रहे थे उनसे क्या हो गई.
वो अम्बेडकरवादी बहुत नेता अखिलेश कह रहे हैं कि वो अम्बेडकरवादी हैं. भाजपा लगातार अम्बेडकर साहब की बात कर रही है.
देखिए, अम्बेडकरवादी होते तो क्या उसी का नतीजा है कि दलित समाज की लड़की को जब बलात्कार हो गया, उसके बाद उसकी डेथ हो गई, तो हाथरस में उसको 2:30 बजे रात में जाकर के कांस्टेबल से जलवाने का काम किया? ये अम्बेडकरवाद है. अभी वोट नहीं डाला वहां पर दलित समाज के लोगों ने वेस्टर्न यूपी में, तो वहां पर समाजवादी पार्टी ने के लोगों ने उनको मारपीट करने का काम किया. ये अम्बेडकरवादी है? तो ये खाली कहने से वोट के लिए अम्बेडकरवादी नहीं बन जाते हैं लोग.
बसपा के वोट पर सबकी नजर है. सतीश जी, आखिरी सवाल. भाजपा को लग रहा है कि आपका वोट चिटक रहा है, सपा को लग रहा है कि आपका वोट चिटक रहा है. आखिरी सवाल.
देखिए, हमारा वोट इंटैक्ट है. हमारा वोट अब की बार जितना 2007 में था उससे कहीं ज्यादा बढ़कर के पूर्ण बहुमत की सरकार बना रहे हैं.
तो यहाँ पे you can hear that Satish Mishra speaking to India Today and Aaj Tak clearly said that the BSPs will be actually is the dark horse and will be actually surprising many as far as the performance is concerned, and it's going to be a repeat of the past, saying that the BSP vote is really intact, it's not going anywhere.
So we'll see what plays out come March 10th. You've got Mr. Satish Mishra there saying that the media is downplaying the BSP. We'll know in a few weeks from now if that really indeed is the case, or whether the BSP is a major player in the UP battle. I want to take this across to Samarth Srivastava. He's also joining us live from Lucknow. Samarth, the number of battles in Lucknow that we'll be watching out for. Before that, I want to take this across to Abhishek Mishra. He's also joining us live this morning with the latest updates coming in on from the ground. Abhishek Mishra is reporting from Rae Bareli, another crucial battle. Abhishek, it's over to you for all the updates.
साफ तौर पर अदिति सिंह की मां है और साफ तौर पर बोल रही हैं कि कहीं ना कहीं जीत का दावा पूरा है और राय बरेली से उनकी जीत होगी. कैमरामैन रोहित के साथ अभिषेक मिश्रा, आज तक. Well, certainly.
All right, we'll cut across to Abhishek in just a bit. He's joining us from Rae Bareli, another battle that we'll watch out for. It's a Gandhi bastion. But interestingly, Aditi Singh, who's fought from the Congress and won before, a Rahul confidant, has switched sides. She's with the BJP and contesting on a BJP ticket this time, which is why it'll be interesting to see whether the voters in Rae Bareli are loyal to Aditi Singh or whether they're loyal to the party, to the Congress symbol. So that is another interesting battle that we'll be watching out for. For the moment, I want to take this across to Shreya Chatterjee, who's joining us live from Banda. Shreya, where you're standing, that's a BJP stronghold. They managed to sweep Banda in 2017. But what are the issues that people are focusing on this time in the area that you're standing in?
Well, Akshata, Banda is one of those places in the Bundelkhand region, and this happens to be one of the dry and arid regions. As you asked about what's an issue, the issue continues to be the availability of water, and that's exactly why in that budget we saw that announcement also being made on the linking of the Ken and Betwa project. And exactly 3 days back, Amit Shah was here in the Tindwari Assembly constituency in Banda, and he also took the people of Banda about all the major projects that have been announced in Bundelkhand, from the defence corridor to the Bundelkhand expressway to the Ken Betwa link project, and that's what the BJP is eyeing for so far as repeating their victory in the Banda region is concerned. Now, 4 assembly constituencies are from this region, roughly 13 lakh voters, 1,507 booths. Very interesting fight altogether, but there's also a sense of anger because, this is one of the places that was largely affected by COVID-19, because this is a place which much is backward. There is no major economic projects that are available. People travel far in areas like Vadodara for their livelihood. And during COVID, a lot of these people had to walk back to the place. And now there's a sense that they do not want to go back because they're afraid, they're scared. That is one of the major factors that will also play out. So it will be an interesting thing to watch out what exactly happens, because remember, this is also one of those historical places from that Tindwara constituency where VP Singh was made the CM and then he went on to become the Prime Minister. So it has a historical background, also historical significance as well. We'll have to wait and watch out for what plays out. And 10th of March, but as BJP right now is backing on the major development projects to yet again sweep the Banda region.
Okay, Shreya, we'll come back to you. I just want to also get a conversation with Anurag Bhadoria that's just coming in at this point. He's one of the crucial contenders in phase 4.
अच्छा, एक सवाल है कि कल जो रीता बहुगुणा जोशी हैं, बीजेपी सरकार में सांसद रहे, विधायक भी रही, वो उनके बेटे मयंक जोशी ने सपा अध्यक्ष अखिलेश यादव से मुलाकात की है एन चुनाव के मौके पर। अब वो हालांकि कैंट से चुनाव लड़ना चाह रहे थे, उनका समाजवादी पार्टी में मुलाकात करना क्या मायने, कुछ असर दिखेगा, इसका कुछ लाभ होगा?
बिल्कुल लाभ होगा, क्योंकि समाजवादी में जो समाज को आगे ले जाना चाहते हैं ऐसे लोग समाजवादी में जुड़ रहे हैं। अब जो लोग समाज के अंदर में चाहते हैं कि उत्तर प्रदेश विकास के रास्ते पे चले, जो चाहते हैं कि उत्तर प्रदेश का हर व्यक्ति अपने पैरों पे खड़ा हो, उत्तर प्रदेश के बाहर जब हम जाएं तो कहें गर्व से कि हम उत्तर प्रदेश से इतना विकास उत्तर प्रदेश में हो जाए, वो समाजवादी पार्टी के साथ आएंगे। तो जो
जाने से जो बीजेपी के नेता वो कह रहा कोई फर्क नहीं पड़ता उनके जाने।
देखिए, उन बीजेपी के नेता की तो उनकी तो सरकार जा रही है, तो उन्हें फर्क क्या पड़ता है? जब सरकार जानी है तो जाहिर सी बात फर्क नहीं पड़ता। उन्हें तो किसानों को रोन दिया, उन्हें कोई फर्क नहीं पड़ता। उन्होंने यहाँ पे विवेक तिवारी की गोली मार के हत्या कर दी, कोई फर्क नहीं पड़ता। मनीष गुप्ता को पीट पीट के मार डाला, कोई फर्क नहीं पड़ता। कोविड काल में लाखों लोगों की मौतें हो गई, वो कहते हैं किसी एक व्यक्ति की मौत नहीं हुई, उन्हें तो कोई फर्क नहीं पड़ता। कौन मर गया, जनता मर रही है, कोई फर्क नहीं पड़ता। महंगाई से आत्महत्या कर रहे हैं, कोई फर्क नहीं पड़ता। बेरोजगारी से आत्महत्या कर रहे हैं, कोई फर्क नहीं पड़ता। उन्हें तो फर्क ही कहाँ पड़ता है? फर्क पड़ता तो आज ये हालत थोड़ी होती। आज ये हालत होती कि आपने विश्वगुरु बनाते बनाते लाइन में लगा दिया 5 किलो चावल 4 किलो आटा के चक्कर में। रोजगार देने की बात करते थे, अब रोजगार पे नाम चर्चा ही नहीं करते। उन्हें कोई फर्क नहीं पड़ता उत्तर प्रदेश की जनता।
कर रहे थे आप तो अपनी।
So that is Anurag Bhadoria. They're performing a puja, knowing full well that today will seal his fate. Remember, he's fighting from the Lucknow East constituency. Has a tough battle ahead because he's facing Ashutosh Tandon, who is a minister in the Yogi government. Ashutosh Tandon has also won in 2017 for the BJP from Lucknow East. So Anurag Bhadoria takes him on this time in Lucknow East. Lucknow East, Lucknow Cantonment, these are seats that we'll be watching out for today as well. But Raebareli is something that everyone's talking about. It is, of course, a Gandhi bastion, a stronghold for the Congress. But will things change this time around? Abhishek Mishra is joining us live from Raebareli. Abhishek, good morning. You had an opportunity to speak with Aditi Singh. All eyes are on Aditi. She's won previously on a Congress ticket. This time she switched sides and joined hands with the BJP. Will that work in her favor or against her is the question everyone's asking.
Well, absolutely, Akshita. For Aditi Singh, specifically in Raebareli Sadar seat, it's going to be a very important seat. Not for the fact that she's contesting on a BJP ticket, because it is actually a Congress bastion, but her family has always maintained the legacy. Specifically, this seat is concerned. Her father, Akhilesh Singh, has been the representative from this particular seat from 1993, and back then also he was always been active in this particular seat. He was also elected as the MLA, not on the Congress ticket, as an independent candidate as well. And 2007, in 2012, he fought with the Peace Party ticket and still won. But 2017, Aditi took that ticket, continued her father's legacy, and then won in 2017. But this time, she is not with the Congress party, has always been vocal about how the Congress leadership has always ignored Raebareli, with the fact it is a seat of Sonia Gandhi, who is the member of parliament. But Aditi, when we spoke to her also, was very confident. She said her victory margin is going to be beyond 1 lakh. She asked the Congress leaders that they have never been here, and the people of Rae Bareli are very well aware of the fact that who is actually their leader and who has worked for them. So Aditi is very confident. We have also spoken to her mother, Vandana Singh. She has also said that Aditi has always been very active, and the people in Rae Bareli looked up to her, and she is indeed continuing the legacy of her father. So Rae Bareli fight is intense, but Aditi looks very confident, and if she gets that particular seat specifically here, it's going to be first time when BJP will be successfully able to get that seat in this particular belt which belongs to the Congress party.
It's like I said, you know, it comes down to two issues. Are the people voting for Aditi Singh, or are they voting for the party symbol? Is it going to be the Congress that they're voting for, or is it Aditi? If it is Aditi, it means that the BJP is going to take hold of what's considered to be always a Congress stronghold. Let's play out some reactions that have come in. BSP Chief Mayawati early this morning cast her vote. She spoke out saying that she's confident the BSP is going to sweep the elections this time. Her reaction and many more coming in.
तो बीएसपी को अकेले दलितों का ही नहीं, मुसलमानों का ही नहीं, बल्कि अति पिछड़े वर्गों का भी और अपर कास्ट समाज का भी, अर्थात सर्व समाज का वोट बहुजन समाज पार्टी को मिल रहा है।
More than 100%. I'm very, very confident about my win.
कांग्रेस का गढ़ रहा है, गढ़ को तोड़ा आपके पिताजी ने भी, आप भी यहाँ से रही, वो निर्दलीय भी लड़ते रहे, लेकिन इस बार आपको लग रहा है कि आपको साथ मिलेगा?
100% मिलेगा, क्यों नहीं मिलेगा? मेरी जनता मेरी परिवार है। मेरे आदरणीय स्वर्गीय पिताजी ने हमेशा ये कहा है कि हमारी जनता हमारी परिवार है, और समय समय पे हमारी जनता ने इस चीज को साबित भी किया है, तो बिल्कुल सपोर्ट मिलेगा।
प्रियंका गांधी,
आपकी सीट इस बार बदली गई थी, क्या लगता है कुछ?
कोई फर्क नहीं है। भारतीय जनता पार्टी नेतृत्व ने जो भी आदेश दिया उसका हमने अनुपालन किया है, और कैंट विधानसभा के सभी लोगों ने मिलकर के मुझे आशीर्वाद दिया, सर्व समाज ने।
ब्रजेश पाठक के लिए मुद्दा क्या है यूपी में?
देखिए, हमारा संकल्प पत्र जारी हो चुका है, भारतीय जनता पार्टी वही हमारा मुद्दा है।
ये चलते साथ
और शेष जो है वो सड़क, पानी, बिजली, स्कूल, अस्पताल के लिए हम लोग काम करते हैं, और आगे भी लगातार जनहित के लिए, जनता की समस्याओं के लिए हम काम करते रहेंगे।
अखिलेश जी लगातार कह रहे हैं कि बीजेपी के बूथों पर भूत नाचेंगे, आप कैसे देखते?
उनके दिमाग में भूत नाच रहा है, 10 तारीख के बाद वो खुद ही भूत हो जाएंगे, आप देखते रहिए।
अपने को बड़ा नेता समझता हूं, लेकिन मैं भी अगर योगी मोदी के खिलाफ 4 वोट डलवाना चाहूं तो मेरी औकात नहीं है। इतना मोदी जी का और योगी जी का जादू से चढ़ करके बोल रहा है। मेरा अपना निजी अनुमान है, 10 तारीख को निकल के आएगा, मेरा अनुमान सही था कि गलत है, कि 2017 में जिस भारी बहुमत से योगी जी ने सरकार बनाई थी, 2022 में उस रिकॉर्ड को तोड़ के उससे भी ज्यादा बहुमत के साथ योगी जी सरकार बनाने वाले हैं।
मतदाता बहुत भारतीय जनता पार्टी से, भारतीय जनता पार्टी की नीतियों से, भारतीय जनता पार्टी के व्यक्तित्व, जो लीडर्स इसको नेतृत्व कर रहे हैं उसके व्यक्तित्व से जनता बहुत प्रभावी है, बहुत ज्यादा अच्छी है, और बहुत वोटों से भारतीय जनता पार्टी चुनाव जीत रही है।
Okay, I want to take this back across to Maushmi Singh, focusing on the battle for Lucknow. Maushmi, you know, in our election coverage here on India Today, there have been a number of issues that have come up on what voters really will be focusing on this time. There are issues like unemployment. There are issues like rural distress, like farmers facing problems. Tell us really what the voters of Lucknow also have to say on the issues that matter to them in this election, in the urban pockets of Uttar Pradesh.
Right, you know, Akshita, importantly, if you look at Lucknow, this is a constituency where, you know, the urban voters have really prioritized women's safety, women's security. They look at the larger picture as far as development is concerned. And this is actually a population which has got a large number of businessmen. And it has been a stronghold of the BJP ever since the former Prime Minister Atal Bihari Vajpayee fought from here. And that legacy continued for a long while. And then, you the then Home Minister Rajnath Singh fought the elections. He's fought twice from here in 2014 and 2019. And that's one reason, this is considered a strong wicket of the BJP. But if you look at Awadh at large, it is very crucial that Lakhimpur Kheri is going to the polls this time round. And this entire stretch of Sitapur, Pilibhit, this is largely a farmer's belt. It is called the Tarai region. So the farmers' issues become immensely important in this area. And also, the social engineering. We'd spoken to Satish Mishra, and he said that it's not only about the Dalit voters, it's also about the Brahmin voters. So the Brahmin voters who were said to be upset with the BJP earlier, and the BJP tried to woo them, and every party, in fact, went on to woo the Brahmins. They're also a deciding factor in this entire belt. So it will be important what social engineering or caste permutation combination can really click for any party. And importantly, it's very crucial for the BJP, because the BJP did extremely well, winning almost 50 seats out of the 59 that are going to the polls. And that's one reason that the BJP would like to hold on to that performance, even as the Samajwadi Party, who really did well in 2012 when it was riding a huge wave, would be wanting to repeat that performance. So it also becomes crucial for the Samajwadi Party, because if they can cling on to this one and snatch away some seats from the BJP, do an average or better than an average performance, then the next two phases, they believe, are good for them. And that's one reason that all eyes are on this. Importantly, the state capital is going to the polls.
Absolutely. I will be focusing on all the updates that come in. Many constituencies to watch out for in phase 4. Many are deeming this to be the most crucial phase in the battle for Uttar Pradesh. And that's because you have Lucknow going to polls. Besides that, as Moshmi also pointed out, Lakhimpur Kheri, Unnao, all of these are constituencies, Rae Bareli, all of these are constituencies that we're going to be watching out for. And our reporters on the ground there constantly getting you updates. All the big political bigwigs, the leaders based in Lucknow, will be casting their vote. Early this morning, Mayawati, as you see there on your screens, has already exercised her franchise, expressing confidence that the BSP is, according to her, going to sweep this election. We'll be discussing this and much, much more on the other side of a very short break. I'd like to thank all our reporters for joining us on this broadcast. India Today's election special continues on the other side of a very, very short break. Stay with us here on India Today.